Craig here, and in this video I wanted to show you another method of exporting and importing your blogs. Now the other day I created two videos showing you how to do this manually, and if you've watched those or if you've ever transferred a blog manually, then you'll know it's a huge pain in the butt. Now it's not that hard, it's just kind of time consuming, and you have to make sure everything is done correctly. The software script that I use is called wptwin, and if you've never heard about it, click on the banner that's going to appear right now below the video. That banner, it has my affiliate link attached, so if you decide to purchase wptwin, you will get lifetime access to plrwpblogs.com, and you will also get the choice of one of the PLR niche blog packages. Anyway, so moving on, what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to basically clone and export my blog, which you're looking at right now. It's quitnowstopsmoking.com. So the first thing I need to do is open up FileZilla, or you can do this in the file manager too. So here we have, we're in the root directory of quitnowstopsmoking.com, and on the left window here I have some files which are on a folder on my desktop. So what I want to do first is drag over wptwin.php. So I've dragged it over and it's finished uploading. So now I'm going to go back to my blog, and on the end of my domain I'm going to type in wptwin.php. Now that's going to load the file which I just uploaded, and we are presented with this screen. So what I want to do is I want to make sure I check include non-WordPress folders. Now basically what that means is, like for example, I have a folder here called I, and in there's just a bunch of images. Now if I hadn't checked that button, it would not clone this folder or any other custom kind of folders which I've created myself. So once I've checked there, I'm going to hit click to clone this site. So I'm not going to press pause or anything. This should only take around a minute. Well, I guess it kind of varies on how big your blog is. Now this blog should only be around 20 megabytes, so as you can see it's completed already. So the backup file which it just created is going to be located in the root directory of the domain. So now if I scroll down, you can see we have the backup folder. It's actually around 29 megabytes. So what I need to do now is download this file. So I'm going to save it to my desktop. And it's going to take around, as you can see down here, it's going to take around 3.5 minutes. So I'm going to press pause while I let this finish downloading. Okay, so the file has finished downloading, and now if I refresh this screen here, we now have our new backup. Well, basically we now have a clone of the blog. So basically if I was going to be moving the blog to a new host or putting it on a new domain or something, the only two files I would need to do this is the one highlighted and the wptwin deploy.php file. Now I'm going to show you how to deploy the clone in a moment, but before I do, because I'm going to be installing it on the same domain, I'm going to just press pause, log into my control panel, and delete the blog from the domain. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I've just been inside of Fantastico Deluxe and I've deleted the blog. So when I hit refresh now, you should only see a few files in here. Now, because these files here are not actually part of WordPress, so Fantastico Deluxe has not removed them. What I want to do now is I want to install the blog back on the domain quitnowstopsmoking.com. So this is what you would need to do. So inside your control panel you would need to locate Fantastico Deluxe, or if you use quick install you can use that too. So what I'm going to do is I've selected the domain name I want to install it on. I'm going to leave the directory blank. Now the admin name, username and password, you can enter whatever you like here, because once we deploy the clone, the original username and password will take effect and you will not be allowed to log in using these details. Now I'm just going to give it an admin nickname and a site name. Quit now, stop smoking. Hit install WordPress. Finish installation. And WordPress has been installed. So I'm going to refresh this page one more time. And you can see we have the core files of WordPress. Now if I hit back and refresh, you can see we have the default WordPress installation. So what I want to do is now I want to deploy my clone. Now if this was a new web host or a new domain, I would have to upload the clone file. Now it's around 29 megabytes, so I'm not going to do that because I still have the old copy on the server. So what I need to do is upload wptwin-deploy.php, and that's been uploaded. Now in the URL field I'm going to enter in wptwin-deploy.php, and we're now presented with this screen. Now I need to validate that I purchased this software script, so I'll just blur this out. And now we're presented with this option where we can select the clone file we want to install. There's only one on the server, so there's only one in the drop-down menu. We can tell it to delete the clone file after deploying and delete the script after deploying. So I'm going to leave both of those checked and hit deploy clone. So now it's going to go ahead and install the original database, install all of the plugins, the themes, and all of the custom settings, and the site has already been cloned. Deployed, should I say. And here we are, everything works. Just want to make sure the link's working. So as you can see down there, no. The links are all working. So basically that's why I use wptwin. Now if you've looked at my other website, PLR-WP blogs, where this video should be playing, like about once a week I will just go ahead and clone my blog, because especially with WordPress these days, they're constantly coming out with updates, and you know, before I do any kind of updates or update plugins, I will clone my blog. Then that way if something messes up and I can't easily fix a problem, well, no problem, I'll just delete the blog and install my clone. So I highly recommend it, and don't forget there's a banner below if you want to go check out wptwin. If you have any questions, post a comment.